Welcome back to the Marvel Snap video. This one's quite a bit longer than what I usually post here on the channel, but there's a good reason for that. I, along with 11 other excellent content producers, was invited to play in Twitch Rivals Marvel Snap, the largest ever prize pool of Marvel Snap tournament to date. We're playing for our share of 10,000 USD in cash prizes with hundreds of dollars on the line for every single match, and almost $1,000 up on top of that inside of the grand finals for the two teams that made it there. The format for this tournament was fantastically amazing. So there were 5 rounds of Swiss where each player played against one person from each of the other teams that was going on. And there was a unique deck building requirement in each of those rounds. The teams didn't find out until 10 minutes before the round started. We were then under the gun to build the best decks that we could with that requirement to then play out our match with. So we played not 1, not 2, not 3, not 5, not 6 different decks over the course of this tournament with the grand finals included, and it was honestly just the best TCG format I've ever played. As someone who loves deck building and innovating and brewing, it was incredibly satisfying to see. Something to note here is you're going to notice that some of the colors here are a little bit wonky in the recording. This tournament was sponsored by Samsung, and one of the requirements of that sponsorship was that we had to play the tournament out using our Samsung mobile devices, and I had a little bit of a color correction issue with the capture hardware that I was using, unfortunately, so you can make it out, but it does kind of look like you're having the 1990 CRT TV version of Marvel Snap, but hopefully that doesn't shy too many people away from watching the content. I would love to know if you enjoy this type of tournament content. Should I consider playing in more things in the future? Should I consider posting full highlights like this? Do you like seeing the whole tournament run with the downtime cut out on here, or would you prefer that I just pull out a single match like I've done in the past? I would love to hear that feedback in the comments down below. Either way, if you do enjoy this, one of the best things you can do in addition to thumbsing it up and leaving that comment is make sure you give it some watch time. That's the best way the YouTube algorithm thinks, is this worth watching? The deck building requirement for the first match in this tournament was relatively straightforward. You just had to include the 5 Guardians of the Galaxy in your deck. So everyone's deck in the first round had Mantis, Rocket Raccoon, Star-Lord, Groot, and Gamora. When working on this deck list, I assumed that a lot of other people would be playing Storm. So rather than playing her myself, especially into opponents having lots of cards that were good into her, I wanted to play cards that were good into Storm after the fact. Things like Jeff that could slip into that path, Doctor Doom to spread out across the board, Nebula to play into there earlier, or even Polaris to potentially yank their 1 and 2s out of the Storm path to give us a lot of flexibility into that style of matchup. At any rate, I hope you enjoy round 1. I will be back at the start of round 2 here to walk you through that deck and the deck building requirement. Enjoy. Rocket on the last turn. They know we're Spider-Manning them in the middle.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Okay, and they were teeing up Professor X here. Maybe I should have played Rocket left to play around that. What can they have on the right? So they obviously have Groot in their deck. If they Groot plus Rocket, we win the breaker, right? Because Groot puts them to 6 is 13, and then Rocket to Rocket is tied. I think we're staying here. But they have like Groot plus Titania, or like Groot plus a 5. We could have like a Polaris or something here. We're playing Polaris. I forgot to ask if we're supposed to have deck lists or not. I assume they're private. Okay, they are private. They played a Jeff left. Cosmo. So Spider-Man need to take notes here. Deckless are private, so I need to write down their non. Spider-Man, Professor X, Daredevil, Cosmo. Those are the non-Guardians cards I saw, plus the 5 Guardians. Jeff is a card I need to think about. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because of Dream Dimension, I'm not really going to have room to play Mantis on curve later, so I think I just kind of threw her out at random here for stats on 1. Play on curve into Asgard here. The Nexus. Biggest things that can go there. I guess we'll Groot. I do have to be worried about their Spider-Man into Professor X is really good into the Nexus. Well, I guess Dream Dimension stops them from Xing on 5, is accurate.
I am Groot.
So, that seems great for me there. I think we just Polaris here now. I'm trying to think what they could have to beat us on this. They have 2 cards, but they don't have on reveals. Oh, Lizard is good. And the Jeff. Okay, so we're tied the Nexus, but we win this by 1. I think I want to Goose the Nexus to keep them from playing anything big there on the last turn, since I don't have any bombs myself other than Gamora. Solid Groot hit. And I think we just Doctor Doom. And we have priority here, so this should be good. Because their Lizard's gonna lose 4. Try and bully them a little bit. This might get them to retreat. Big old boomer snap. I've been playing so much ladder inside of Infinite. I haven't been thinking about snapping enough. I need to snap when I'm in a good position earlier. I probably should have snapped like before the Goose flipped up to try and get a second cube out here. Also playing Doom, noted.
Victory.
So Doom, Lizard. So Spider-Man, Professor X, Daredevil, Cosmo, Jeff, Doom, Lizard, plus the 5 Guardians. I know their entire deck. Because they're at 1 cube and I'm at 10, I'm just gonna push the button on turn 1 here. Just get him committed. They can't wager more than that. We want to just make sure that we're man. Our deck is not great into the throne room, but I guess looking at their deck, theirs isn't either.
Got him.
This Daredevil could get punished on the right here, but I want to Spider-Man the Vault on turn 4.
I am.
That's a solid route. And then I'm not even gonna play into the Vault on 5 because we want our Doctor Doom to fill in there basically. We gotta figure out how I'm winning a second location here. Daredevil on each side means they cancel out. So they're up to 10, and I'm up to 9, but I'm gonna get +2 for my Nebulas there. And I'm also just behind in the big house at the moment. Yeah, text message comes across on the top of the screen. I think we try and win right. If Polaris grabs their Mantis, that's ideal, but obviously she could grab Jeff as well, and then that's a lot less than ideal. Okay, well, we have to win right now because we're losing Star-Lord. Thanks. So this beats Doctor Doom? This beats Lizard. This loses to Cosmo. Losing to Cosmo regardless though, and it's not like they're in for everything, so they have priority. We're beating everything but Cosmo here, I believe. Looking at their list of cards. They Cosmo Center. Yeah, them playing multiple cards here is bad for us. That's not a Cosmo though. Lizard, does that get us? I think that gets us. Totally going, this is 24 as well. Yeah, we're short a little bit. This game. I needed to play middle the previous turn so we could fill for Lizard. Something to think about. I think we just don't give them time to see more cards. We want to get their cube in. Yeah. And then starting round 5 are the high stakes rounds, so. Snap, ate my end turn. Put on battery. 86%. Okay. Sheen World, sure. Nebula's not great here. Lizard's really good to Shuri's Lab too. is Groot. I think I'm Spider-Manning the left on turn 5. I guess they could Spider-Man me there this turn, though. I think I'm just doing this. We get like Spider-Man into Professor X on the left here. I'm gonna knock Grief Spot. Cosmo ID, sure. I guess Cosmo's one I should have been thinking about with relations to my spider. My Spider-Man middle, I'm going up to 6, and then we'll go up to 8 after Nebula hits, meaning we beat Doctor Doom there. And then if I draw Rocket Raccoon, I can Gamora plus Rocket on the left to get 14, 18 there, plus -4 from them. I think this is the play.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I think that's the line. So it's 14 and 4 is 18, puts me to 34. They're at 24. This means I'm playing Doctor Doom, right? They have a big thing to play left, potentially, but they don't really have any big things left in their deck, right? Because their Gamora is used. Gamora is their only big card here. I think we're good. I guess if they play Doctor Doom into the left, instead of passing a Doombot there, we'd go to a Breaker, and they might win the Breaker. Yeah, would they have won if they played Doom left? If they played Doom left, they'd have tied the left, then they would have won the Breaker, right? Yeah. Okay. So we got there, but they kind of talked themselves out of the correct line, or like their Cosmo kind of distracted them from the correct line. Cool. All right. That's a W for the first one. Our deck list for round 2 is going to look pretty familiar to those of you that have played a lot of Marvel Snap and watched my content. It is the stock bounce deck. The deck building requirement they gave for this one was we had to have 1 6 energy card in our deck, and then everything else had to cost less than 4 energy, which this list that I had been playing as optimal already met both of those requirements. I played this deck list a ton. I knew the ins and outs of it and the play pattern, so I was happy to sleeve it up and play it to great effect here. I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you back again in a little bit for talking through the start of round 3. Rip. I think this is a Collector on 2 into Beast Kitty on 3. He could have Brood to fill the raft here. Are you sure? Kitty's not really gonna get going here. I'm gonna miss a draw step now. I could technically pass to get the rocks on the collapse mine to disappear, but I just don't have time for that. If I go Bast here, Hitmonkey, Kitty Pride, Odin, these all come back to my hand. Bast here, Monkey, Kitty Pride, Odin, these all come back to my hand. I don't have space to play out more than this, unfortunately. I'd rather do this. This only gets me... I don't need the Kitty Pride to be free next turn, right? I think this is it. They did nothing this turn, which means that they have Infinite off of. They have Infinite off of the raft. Two, three, four. My Hitmonkey is 16. So I'm going to 27 in the middle. Early Ben. Okay.
Victory.
I promise I'm not only snapping on one to be a bully, my hands have just been really good. God. I think it's just this, 'cause I don't want to like hit Monkey Kitty and then get to breed, I don't think. Okay, so let's go Falcon to start. Then Bast, then Kitty. This is gonna put the two rocks back in my hand, and then Bast will hit them all. I don't think I want a hood in the middle. guess if I do this, it gives me a 3-power demon. Demon, and then 1, 2, 3. My demon and my hood both go to 3 here, but it gives me an extra 1 energy 3-power thing, so I think that's actually fine. It gives me 2 more points on... Oh wait, fuck! I did that wrong. I forgot the Falcon. God damn it. Oh, I forgot the sequencing of the Falcon. Real shit. So we gotta beat, like... I wonder if their top end is Onslaught or Ultron. Feels like it could go either way. This is definitely a hit monkey on the last turn angle. I'm doing this. And then I'm probably playing this out as well. I guess they could technically be playing Wave to beat Bounce too. Something to think about. Steep. If they Ultron, their Ultron is... This beats Ultron left, right? If their Ultron is 8, which puts them to 12, I'm going to 15 there. And I'm winning middle. Good chance we win left, lose right, that's fine. See if my demon missing 3 power bites us in the ass. Unless they also got a Shang-Chi off the hub. That's not a card we have to play around here either. We're just barely winning the raid by 1. Tiebreaker? No, Real Mysterio gets him. Yeah. Okay, so they are on Onslaught. Shocker, Patriot, Onslaught, Wasp, Mystique. Mystique. This is not a hand where we snap on 1, I don't think. Although, honestly, we're up on cubes by enough that maybe we're supposed to. This might be a hand that's close enough that we push the button because of the amount of awkward it does to them. Now that's pretty good. Alright. I think the hood draw combined with the fact that we're up 6 cubes means I push the button and try and get them in for more stakes here. Honestly, them playing Shocker middle is kind of good for us because it means that they'll have priority in that lane going into the last turn, which is what we want, ideally. Bishop is probably the best draw in my deck there. Oh, Hitmonkey plus Iceman here, or Hitmonkey plus Beast here, and then next turn we will Iceman plus Hood grab a Demon, and then no Chavez on the last turn. We'll just be playing out Mysterio Hitmonkey plus whatever we draw next turn. World Girl is another one. Even. All right. We were gonna get to play our whole hand here, right? We were gonna get to go Hood, Iceman, Kitty this turn because of the beast reduction, and then the following turn we were gonna get to go Kitty, Demon, Hitmonkey, Mysterio. Now we're just pushing the button because they have 2 cubes. Anytime you're up like this before the high stakes round, you're just supposed to make it a high stakes round and make them play. Open for a 1-drop here. Not likely, but would be ideal. Beast. Beast is pretty good. Am I like Kitty plus Beast this turn? So that way I can get going with the Falcon the following turn? Do I want to redraw the Hitmonkey or do I want to redraw the Hood is the question. I think I want to get Kitty going because of the Dream Dimension is like the TLDR. With Dream Dimension existing means having a 0 energy Kitty that goes up to 1 is ideal. Yeah, the X-Mansion diff goes here. We get diffed a little bit, it's not too bad. That's great, right? Actually gets the Nova out of the way too. I basted before I hooded this time. Got it. Nailed it. Easy game. I do this. Next turn, I have a Demon from Hood. Hitmonkey is 2. Kitty is 4. Nova and Bast is 5/6. And we're drawing Chavez, but we're not playing Chavez. We're just spending all of our energy. Oh, I forgot Kitty was free. Technically, I have 1 extra energy. That's fine, though. One, 2, 3, 4. Hitmonkey is 11, which puts me to 20. Onslaught left is 9, putting them to 19, plus 2 more on the Patriot, putting them to 21. So I need a little bit more power over here. Actually, honestly, maybe I just punt Xandar. Just play hard for these. It's probably the play. This gives me plus 8, plus 11 in the middle, up to 19. Cool. The deck building requirement for the third round of the tournament offered a good bit of flexibility. We could only play up to 2 cards at each individual energy cost. This deck list is pretty close to one that I highlighted on the channel recently. I just had to cut one of the 3 1 energy plays from it to make room. I think I ultimately made the wrong decision on which one drop to cut. If I could go back and do it again, I think I would replace Misty Knight rather than Sunspot, because this deck does want to pass with 6 energy up on turn 6 with some frequency, which Sunspot is much better at getting value from than Misty is. That being said, I think this deck is still powerful and doing some strong things. Enjoy the set. And if you want to see more of it, be sure to check out the recent deck highlights on the channel. Am I snapping the Kitty Pride here? I think so.
Oh, snap.
They also lost Stature. So they had Stature. They probably have Black Bolt. What if I go She-Hulk here, and we actually, I know I snapped the kitty, maybe that was silly. But if I go She-Hulk here, into Magic the Bifrost, into She-Hulk here, into Magic the Bifrost, into, or Magic where the Angel is at, into Hulk plus She-Hulk.
Wind, aid my hand.
Okay, and their Jeff can move back into there now. Oh, but this is fine though, right? Because we're just getting flooded this turn, so I could just Magic this, so we're not locked out. And then I no longer. Okay, key's gone. Except. Misty Knight would be a good draw. We lost our Wasp to Sokovia. I'm kind of obligated to play for all 3 here in the face of these Jeffs. So I get to play for all 3. I think I want to beat Odin plus Jeff move left, so I'm gonna play this here. They could just play something big left and get us here, but I wonder how much room for big stuff they have. Black Bolt. So Jeff, Stature, Storm, Doctor Doom, Black Bolt. I've seen 5 of their cards. They also have priority. We get Shang-Chi here. Darkhawk, okay. And Nova. Okay, so I think I'm gonna write down Killmonger question mark. So they played Nova, Darkhawk, Black Bolt, Doctor Doom, Storm, Stature, Jeff. I think it's probably safe to assume that Killmonger is in their deck somewhere based on the Nova. That's how many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We saw 7 cards, and Killmonger's maybe an 8th. Darkhawk makes Shang-Chi less likely because they can only play 2 4-drops, and there's a chance their other one is Rock Slide. I think I'd rather get Kitty going than Angela since we're a Shuri deck. I'm not sure I need it though. It's a Korg. Could organize this list by cost. Give Zabu. Still haven't seen their other 3. It's likely Killmonger. If they have priority here, I want to keep that the case. Rock Slide as expected. Now, they haven't played their copy of Storm yet, is the thing that's kind of problematic here. So I don't think I can actually... Magic because of the potential for Storm, and I think because of that I also can't, and because of Mojo World I can't really Taskmaster here. Losing the Wasp is really good. Okay, and then thanks to Mojo World here I throw priority, is ideal. Losing the Wasp was not ideal though. Counting on the Wasp. I guess I should have thought about that and maybe played the Wasp middle. I guess we'd have had priority then though. We know they don't have Shang-Chi. Deck has 6 cards in it, so Hawk is beating us. I think I'm just supposed to leave here. This is one of those instances where retreating later is correct. Oh god, the green numbers look so bad on the overlay. Apologies for that.
Escape.
Mojo World was just too awkward there. We could make bigger numbers than them, but not while putting a bunch of things into the middle. Having to be conscious of magic into Storm's a little annoying too. They do have Darkhawk for the Onslaught Citadel. So I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards out of them. Pretty confident Killmonger's one of the ones we haven't seen. Oh god, they have Zabu too. Citadel is definitely much better for them than it is for us. Bar Sinister's kind of not great for us too. be conscious of the Black Bolt when I'm deciding to play Wasp out or not.
Opponent snapped.
I'm gonna leave. I think all these locations are pretty good for them.
Escape.
Not gonna give them more. Keystone Hug Life, thanks for the brand new prime, appreciate it. It's a super strong hand for us. Oh gosh. Wow, that's great.
Snap.
Their potential for Killmonger is a little scary. Pretty good. We haven't technically seen Killmonger yet, but we haven't seen any way to blow up Nova either, so... Quantum Realm, working with Kitty as dice for us. I'm gonna play the Cyclops out here, just in case they try and Killmonger on curve. If they have nothing else to do with their hand, playing it on curve makes a lot of sense.
Wind, aid my hand.
I don't think they're gonna Killmonger this turn. Famous last words. Both Kitty and Taskmaster work how we want into Quantum Realm, so that location's very good for us, so we're just gonna vibe for now. They have Darkhawk that works well into Quantum Realm, although it's worth noting that magic effectively reduces Darkhawk by 1, which is nice. Two, I should say. Oh, fuck. I have to play her on Black Bolt and Killmonger. That's such a tough squeeze. It's 4 cards in it. I think this is just Hulk into Taskmaster. We know they don't have Shang-Chi. My deck has 3 cards in it. If they play Rock Slide plus Darkhawk, the Darkhawk is 10, possibly 12 in the middle, so it's 19. It's this. This lets my Cyclops trigger on the right too. And this guy as well. Oh, really? Well, I guess they didn't know how Taskmaster worked here. They were just assuming I couldn't get big power into here. Yeah, I think that was, they weren't expecting me to be able to put stats into the Quantum Realm. Is what that game was. Killmonger is confirmed. Nova, Korg, Jeff, Zabu. Darkhawk, Rock Slide, Black Bolt Stature, Doctor Doom. They might have another 6-drop I need to worry about. I doubt they're playing Wasp, so I assume they have a second 6-drop I need to worry about. That's kind of awkward. I don't want to play Invisible Woman center, but I want to play a card out this turn. Although them being encouraged to play center means that Cyclops will end up being good there potentially. Nice happenstance. Is it looking like it's gonna be a pass on 5 game?
Wind, aid my hand.
Okay. I think I play for the flooding here because I have the option to pull things into New York later, and I get 2 turns with Cyclops here. There's no retreating at this point. They're all in. My play to win line here. Think it's that. I don't think they could full bail out of the flooded, even if they like mostly bail out of the flooded. They have Dr. Doom and we don't. I can only leverage Shuri She-Hulk on the same path, so I think we just hope that this is enough to win New York, and then that Shuri She-Hulk wins the right. Hopefully they keep too much power in the center, and we end up getting New York and Dream Dimension. So we're adding 20 to Dream Dimension, which is a lot, so we just need them to overcommit to the flooding, and then we'll get them from there. And if not, we go next. There's no reason to retreat. 2 is the amount of cubes already, so we'll play it out. Oh, they moved left. Is this their other 6-drop? Oh my god! Does it go to a breaker? Holy crap, it goes to a breaker and we win the breaker. Wow! Insane.
Victory.
Holy crap. Alrighty then. The deck builder requirement for the 4th round of this tournament was no cards in our deck could have overlapping powers, i.e. because we're playing Lockjaw, we can't play any other 2-power cards in the deck. This archetype, I think, is kind of the one that just makes the most sense to play with this requirement. You already have a lot of these different staggered powers at the top end of the curve, and you're going to see here in my match against Nicolina, we're actually both playing the Lockjaw deck. The big difference between the build that their team settled on and the build that my team ended up playing is we chose to put our 4 energy card selection into playing Thor to get extra zeros into the deck, whereas they were leveraging High Evolutionary. I'll go ahead and let you watch the games for themselves to see how that ends up playing out for both sides. Hey, Silux, thank you for the prime, appreciate that. Yikes, okay. It makes sense that they're also a Lockjaw deck. It's one of the better things you can be doing here. Is this a skip 5 Infinite, or skip 4 Infinite on 5 angle, I think? so. My deck has... This deck's so hard to play without a tracker. My deck has Hulk, Chavez, Thor, Wasp in it. Vision. I think it's a pass play in front angle. We like hope Infinite Dracula wins right, and then we like Giganto left. Bad. Lockjaw, Wasp, Orca, Chavez, Captain Marvel. Chavez makes this potential a little bit tough. The deck has Hulk, Wasp, Vision in it. Dr. Doom means that most of my hits on Dracula are good. The question is like Dr. Doom plus the Baxter building flipping. Get us there. Might be right to retreat here. Yeah, they have another 6 drop left. Oh my god, we win because of the order they played in. Captain Marvel came out before the Dracula, so the Captain Marvel doesn't move. The end of game effects happen in the order the cards were added to the board. So Captain Marvel came out, and then Dracula came into play, so Captain Marvel goes, no, I don't need to move to win the game, and then Dracula discards, and Captain Marvel doesn't check again. Holy shit. So Wasp, Wave, Lockjaw, High Evo, Captain Marvel, Hulk, Doom, Orca, Chavez. That's 9 of their cards we know. I would love to play Jeff into Shuri's Lab. Titan is honestly pretty good for us too. I'm gonna wait and see if they have Lockjaw before we snap. Our hand's decent, but Luke Spar. We drew Vision. I unfortunately don't think I can snap here because if they have Lockjaw, we're just too far behind, knowing that they're a Lockjaw deck. Against other decks, I think I would snap here because our position is strong, but I think into another Lockjaw deck, we just have to kind of vibe here. They're snapping me. I'm staying. I think this probably means Lockjaw Wasp, but I think our hand is solid. We have the Dracula, we have the Vision. My deck is Giganto, Hulk, Chavez, Doctor Doom, Thor. God, there's so many bangers in my deck right now. I'm gonna snap back with the Lockjaw draw, I think. 5. I have Giganto, Hulk, Chavez, Doctor Doom, and Thor. Thor's the bad one. And honestly, even if we hit Thor, I probably Lady Thor instead of Vision. Vision's pretty good on Shuri's Lab. Big gamble. I think those hits mean I'm abandoning playing for Titan. Play Vision mid and see how this goes. Now do they draw a Wasp? Good shit. Oh, we lose to Hulk. Can only get up to 25 on the left. Their Hulk is just too big and I gotta go. I don't think there's any way they're retreating here. Maybe I should just save us some time.
Escaped.
Wait, did they also retreat? Holy shit. It was all their cubes. Okay. I think that's about the best outcome I can ask for there. I'm gonna snap Jeff, Thor into Murray Isle. They can't have Lockjaw and Curve for a third game in a row, right?
Victory.
I think Jeff into Thor on the island gives us a solid leg up here. Lockjaw! Lockjaw! If Thor with Lady Thor. I wonder if I'm supposed to just like stick Wasp on the left. It's just so good to wait if we draw Lockjaw.
Opponent snapped.
I'm gonna leave, I think. I think that snap means they're about to Lockjaw me and my hand's just not very good. Like, we're getting ready to start the high stakes rounds. the first game I'm gonna have a lockjaw and curve. Fucking TVA flips up. Oh, that's funny. All right, I mean the Thor here gives me another 0. So I'll have 2 zeros and 7 cards to draw next turn to be able to lockjaw plus 0. Dracula is our second best draw.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Have that.
I'm not snapping here because I think they leave, but I think there's a chance they hang out. Obviously, Wasp, one of our 0s here, is our best possible draw. I was like hoping I didn't have a play. Great. Down to 1.
Victory.
There's no snapping. All the games are getting played out at this point. They are all in. One of our cards that cost less than 5 is a good draw here. I should probably be tracking how many turns they've passed with they've had unspent energy for the purposes of the Hulk. They've had 2 so far. Yeah, they've had Lockjaw and Curve so many games. Good.
Face the might of
Odin is a card I had not seen yet. Oh, they're not playing Jane. I wonder if they're just not in the what's it called package. It might not be. Giganto is a good pull for left, assuming that we don't get hulked there. So they've had 2 turns, so their Hulk is 18 currently. Or 16 currently, I should say. Dracula's terrifying. Oh gosh, they redrew the Wasp. Brutal. Need their Lockjaw hits to be bad here. Well, that's a start. I think I'm supposed to play Vision rather than... I think I'm supposed to play Vision rather than Jane, because I don't want them to know that I have the hammer. Since we drew it organically. Oh, fuck. They have Wave. I even have Wave written down. Okay. I just did this L. Oh, I deserve this one. There's no reason not to stay though, because they're all in, so maybe there's a world where this wins the game, but I assume no. Okay. Our mistake didn't matter there, right? If I'm +6 on the right, it's whatever. And Lockjaw and we didn't. Dale as old as time. Eric's a little bit better at getting to Luke's bar than theirs, but only by a little bit. We both have Doom and they have Marble. I have Vision. I just have Jeff as well. That's fine. We have a few games here. We need to get one of the next 4. Our total cube count does matter. It depends on how Jim's doing on the other side. Ideally, we would sooner rather than later, but. Gosh. All right, so this is the entire game. Is this turn right here, basically. Most of my beef is in my hand, unfortunately. Sometimes that's just how it goes. Sometimes that's just how it goes. We're not done yet here. Our Dracula could still miss in the middle. There's some stuff to be done. Work is not done yet. We're drawing Chavez next turn unless we hit her off this Dr. Doom. You know, God, is it? Maybe I'm supposed to Jane Foster here actually. That feels crazy, but maybe that was the play. I guess they could redraw Wave, is the thing. So it's probably right to play Dr. Doom, because if they redraw Wave, I don't want that to happen to me. Okay. My deck has 4 cards in it. I think we're supposed to play Jane here because she pulls the zeros out, and then I'm 50% to hit Dr. Doom, which beats their Dr. Doom or their Captain Marvel. Because our deck right now is Dr. Doom, Wasp, Hammer, and then some other 4th card that loses us the game, I would assume. Vision is the 4th card. I'd like the record to reflect that Marvel Snap is a skill-based game that no way resembles gameplay. Hit me, dealer. That's it! That's the out we played to! Whoo, baby! Alright, we won the lockjaw flips that counted. We won the flip on the Hala to blow theirs up, and we won this coin flip at the end to beat that Captain Marvel. Alright, how's Jim doing? So, post this. Alright, Jim needs to win 4. The deck building requirement for the 5th round of Swiss in the tournament was a bit more relaxed than the previous ones. We simply had to play one of the 5 cards that had released in Marvel Snap in the month of May. I chose to play High Evolutionary in this Bounce Shell. This is actually a deck I've been meaning to get around to having a typical feature for on the channel, but I hadn't quite had the time to get it up yet. I think this build is a ton of fun on the Moon Girl double up variation, getting to leverage High Evolutionary to great effect with just a bunch of other cards that I really enjoy playing. Hopefully you enjoy watching it. Enjoy all of round 5. Evolutionary deck. Shocker hitting Hitmonkey will be good for us here. would make drawing Moon Girl very good. Well, shoot. The New York also makes playing into Shuri's Lab more aggressively good. I think I'm waiting on the Iceman, or no? I'll wait to throw an Iceman, I think. Sabu. Sunspot. Cyclops. High Evo. Actual insanity here.
It's clobbering time.
I'm so used. We've been playing for 10 hours now. I 100% should have fucking snapped here. I'm blaming that on too much infinite rank ladder and being live for way too fucking long. I could get waved here. They're leaving. Okay.
Victory.
So some of these high Evo decks play wave. So what we're gonna, if they play wave, we're probably gonna eat it to that card at some point. And on the Bast for a turn. I think we could hit better. I'm gonna snap though on the Bast hit Monkey Beast. Just press the button now before I forget again. I should have gotten 2 cubes out of that last one. Just do this, right? I'm gonna end up basting my free 6-drop, but that's fine. It just locks them out of the 6-drop, and it really gets our hand going. It also means Shocker is gonna be able to reduce the cost on Hitmonkey. Haha! We will bast our 6-drop, won't we? Wow, super rewarded for going when we did. Cosmo, Jeff, Wasp.
Clear for takeoff.
Maybe I should have played for Hollow last turn so I could Zola the Kitty Pride this turn. Cute. This might be too cute.
It's clobbering time.
Oh yeah, especially if we don't hit the kitty now. I mean, 6 on the left. It's probably for the best. It's 3, 4, 5. Puts the monkey to 13. Going to 8 on the left. Interesting. There's a lot of permutations that this can play out for. And the Misties are going to add 2 randomly as well. Yeah, we crushed that. Dr. Doom.
Victory.
Boss, Sunspot, Jeff Zabu, Cosmo Cyclops, Thing, High Evolutionary, Doctor Doom. 9 cards we've seen so far.
Oh, snap.
I think Bass Hit Monkey Beast is just a snap most of the time. We do need to think about Cosmo a lot though with the Hit Monkey with the beast lines. Okay, they're down to 4. With them being down to 4, the threshold for snapping early becomes lower. And the fact that we already snapped them early once might make them think we're just snapping to be a bully at this point when our hand is like genuinely good. Your threshold for raising when you're this high up should be lower, but this hand is just like one where I would be snapping on turn 1 even if we were 10 to 10, I think. Big house is better for us than it is for them, for sure. No Zabu. That's great for us. Oh my god. Well, if I hadn't already snapped. That is not a Cosmo. Cosmo, they won the priority coin flip, so Cosmo here is like the one thing that could punish this, but otherwise we just like actually get to go to town now. Why is Wasp in this deck is a question people frequently ask. This is why. Wasp lets me get my hand empty, so I can control what we copy. Moon Girl copies our hand from left to right. We have a hard hand size cap of 10, or 7 cards, sorry. I'm looking at my 10 power Kitty Pride. They could technically still grab the Moon Girl with the Cosmo here, but I think they're unlikely to do that into Shuri's Lap now that I've already played the Beast. I should just assume that Shuri's Lab's the only place they would potentially play a Cosmo, and I should play the Moon Girl off to the left and just like throw the Wasp in the middle. There's no way we lose this if we would have gotten 2 Kitty Prides there. I think we're still ahead, but not by as much as I would like to be. Shocker is great. It's a card that we can play. Hit Monkey. Yeti Shocker. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. My Hit Monkey is 8. If I'm putting Kitty on the right, there's no reason to retreating there. Okay.
Victory.
I didn't need to overthink that one. Thanks for the Prime sub, Air McCheese. Appreciate it. And then this is a high stakes round, so we're already in for 2, so no need to press the button. Rain's pretty good though. We'll have to draw a 2-drop here. TC's actually not terrible. Our Mysterio clone plays there, and the rocks have some stats. I think because I drew Bast here, I wait a turn to copy the kitties. We'll copy 8 power kitties on 4.
It's clobbering time.
Because my Mysterio clones will be 6 power in DC now, which is insane. I'd like to draw Hit Monkey this turn. Actually, just drew it through the Subterranea like a professional. They do have priority here. So I think I split these up for the sake of not getting both of them. Not getting both of them Cosmode. I get one of them Cosmode. Cage, another card. It's just this. I probably don't need both of those over there. The Mysterio is 1, 2, 3 cards, 4, 5. The Hit Monkey's 10. The clone is 6, so I'm at 16 there. Yeah. Should be more than enough. Says what? Casual 12, 18, 26, 36 power on the last turn. Think like what they could do here. We don't even have priority because of Kitty Pryde being absurd, so like because the Hit Monkey is done. A little close at the end.
Victory.
Great. So Jim has to win 1 cube. Jim has to win 1 cube. Let's check in on Jim.
No, he's unbelievable.
Yes! Yes! He won 1 cube, chat! He won 1 fucking cube! Let's go! After After going undefeated 5-0 during the Swiss portion of the Twitch Rivals tournament, I found myself in the grand finals where there was no deck building restriction. We could simply play any deck that we wanted. In particular, I wanted to make sure that I didn't have something with a polarized Galactus matchup and something that wasn't going to be just dead to a turn 5 wave. And I think this deck fits both of those requirements. In hindsight, choosing to play a control deck in the finals after I had already been live streaming for over 11 hours might not have been the greatest choice, but I do think this deck is good and it's definitely a ton of fun. Enjoy the grand finals, and thanks for making it almost all the way through to the end of today's video. Play Jeff off to the left here. Green Goblin is a wonderful pickup here. Snap them. All right. Man, it's so hard to know. I don't know if they're a hazmat deck or if they're just playing it for high Evo tech here. I think I'm supposed to Enchantress here. Really need Jeff to dodge. Damn. Put Nightcrawler into the raid here. I'll put Jeff in the middle in case they're also a Spider-Man deck. Could be right for me to Titania this turn too, though.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Cyclop, Wave, and Wasp. Doctor Doom's kind of scary here. I think, do we lose to Hulk too, actually? Ah, shit. This fucking fly, man. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I would have played Titania on 5, we'd have won. It's fine. They should snap me on one here. A good chance there are Doctor Doom decks. The Sanctum is not entirely free. I'm gonna get the last cube in here. We're gonna have to win. 5 2-cubers here. Apparently, Crip thought it was only one game, not an entire match, so I wonder if he snapped back in that last game, thinking that it was the only game and the cubes didn't matter. Would be a sick beat. I haven't seen Doctor Doom yet. There's a good chance it's in their deck. If they don't have Doctor Doom, we're in a good spot. Come and get it.
Victory.
Wasp, Sunspot, Nebula, Luke, Armor, Jeff, Cyclops, Wave, Abomination, Hulk. It's 10 cards. You got 2 more I don't know. It is a nice pickup here.
Oh, snap.
This is again a decent position for us, so we make our move and try and get our cubes. Have to win 5 2-cubers in a row. That one mostly doesn't matter. I guess that means I can't Spider-Man them on the right this turn, which could be relevant. And they also know Spider-Man is coming. Not that it matters. We're playing the game to completion at this point. Sunspot's currently 3. Ideally, we throw priority going into the last round, so that way we can play Titania safely. There's no reason to move Nightcrawler in advance. We'll wait and decide what to do with him.
Spider-Man here.
We're getting waved out of Miles anyways. We're dead, unfortunately. We're definitely dead to Hulk. I suppose we're flipping a coin against Hulk. Lost the coin flip. GG. You made it all the way through to the end of what is easily the longest video I've ever posted on this channel. I'm curious to see what watch time metrics look like, to see if I should consider posting more complete tournament runs like this, or if I should maybe consider just posting a single match highlight like I've done in the past. Either way, if you enjoy the tournament / battle mode content, I'd love to know that in the comments down below. Be sure to share your love by tapping that like button as well. Be sure to check back in on the channel as well later today for an updated Series 4-5 tier list now that all the May releases are out. And then tomorrow, you could expect an updated card review for all of the June releases. And there are some spicy ones coming in that. At any rate, thanks again for making it all the way through to the end. I'm rambling because I've been making content for a long time today. We'll see you around, folks. Peace. That's all. Snap the like button if you'd be so kind, and check back in again tomorrow for another highlight.